out where the oak tree shadows lie long, on the porch of a cabin where the gravel turns to sand. There's a worn out saddle and a scarf you left behind, each thread a whisper of your hand. By the fading trails where the wildflowers dream, you danced under a sky so vast and still. In the echo of your laughter, the creek sings its old song. In that quiet town, my memory stood still. Oh, these hills recall your silhouette. Each sunset paints your face in its fiery hues. The wind still carries the softness of your voice. In this lonesome life, it's you I can't lose. Now the cabins sit empty, the doors creak alone. The dust settles where our stories were born. Rain taps on the windows like tears of the sky, on the nights too cold since you've been gone. Those trails overgrown, the fields turned to brown, where we rode through the dreams, vibrant and wild. I roam with the shadows and the ghosts of our past. Every mile without you, every sorrow compiled. Oh, these hills recall your silhouette. Each sunset paints your face in its fiery hues. The wind still carries the softness of your voice. In this lonesome life, it's you I can't lose. Sometimes a man's heart is a wide open range where memories roam far and free. But tonight by the oak tree, where your laughter still lives, I'm as trapped in your memory as a soul can ever be. So here stays my heart beneath these endless skies, moonlight dancing on the path where you once lay. Oh, these hills remember, and so do I, in the twilight of my life, where your memory stood still forever and a day. Under the shadow of an aging oak, where wildflowers dare to grow, I first saw her laughing in the sun's low golden glow. We carved our names within that bark, a fortress strong and true in that quiet, dusty town, under skies so endless blue. Oh, the oak tree called my name, winds whisper secrets old and new. Echoes of her voice in the leaves sing of the love I once knew. Every creek and branch a tale of dreams we'd claimed, under that old oak tree where nothing stayed the same. Years drifted like the river bends, smooth stones worn by time. That old porch saw seasons turn, but she's no longer mine. Scarves that danced upon the breeze now lost, like her soft smile left my heart upon that path. Walked alone for miles. Oh, the oak tree called my name, winds whisper secrets old and new. Echoes of her voice in the leaves branch, a tale of dreams we'd claim. Under that old oak tree where nothing stayed the same. In the quiet I hear the rustling leaves speaking low and sweet. The days when the sun spilled like honey where the earth and the sky would meet. But the sunsets bleed crimson now over lands where loneliness reigns. Every twilight cries for her, and the night whispers my pain. Yes, the oak tree called my name under starlit skies so clear and deep, where memories lay in the dust where the willows weep. Still every night by that gnarled oak frame, where my tears fell like rain, under that old oak tree, whispering her name, whispering her name. In the dusk, by the whisper of old Oak Creek, where the shadows of oak trees start to sneak, I recall her scarf blue as the twilight sky, and the rye we held tight, my love and I. Her laughter mingled with the rustling leaves, echo softly where my heart still grieves. Or I held tight in hands so warm, now just a whisper in the storm. Her love a fading trail in my mind, in the solitude that I find. Oak Creek, carry my sorrow tonight. Under the stars, oh, I held tight. Seasons turned and the wild rye grew tall on the path to that old empty cabin's call. The porch creaks with tales it yearns to tell, of sweet hellos and that hard farewell. The saddle sits dusty, the reins lay still. Life moves on, but my heart never will. Or I held tight in hands now cold in this quiet town where memories unfold. Her love a fading trail in my mind, in the loneliness that I find. Oak Creek, carry my sorrow tonight. Under the moon's soft silver light, and the wind whispers secrets through the pine, carrying the scent of those lost sweet times. I'm just a shadow in this land, roaming free, holding on to what can no longer be. Or I held tight 3 years gone by, where dreams are kept and lovers sigh. Her love a trail I wandered blind, in the echoes of what's left behind. Oak Creek, carry my heart with the night. Under the stars, oh, I held tight, forever held. Oh, I held tight. ledge where the wild oats grow, under the shadow of an old oak's arm. I left my heart in a cabin low, where the porch creaked under the weight of our charm. Her scarf still dances on the rusty hook. The wind whispers secrets we once understood. In that quiet place by the babbling brook, where we carved our names deep into the wood. Hat fades in the sun, just like memories. Underneath its brim, her smile I can see. Dust kicks up where we used to tread, each step away, more words left unsaid. The sunset burns, but not like her touch. Hat fades, and it's never enough. Gravel roads where we rode side by side, now just tracks fading into the rain. The laughter's gone, carried far by the tide. Only echoes in the dust remain. The town feels empty though folks are around. They speak but their voices are just hollow sounds. My saddle's worn where she once sat bound, riding with me, the world all unfound. Hat fades in the sun, just like memories. Underneath its brim, her smile I can see. Dust kicks up where we used to tread, each step away, more words left unsaid. The sunset burns, but not like her touch. Hat fades, and it's never enough. Sometimes late at night the north wind moans, carrying a tune only the lonely have known. Across those miles where my regrets are sown, I wander forever, searching, forever alone. Hat fades in the sun, just like memories. Her laughter's a ghost in the whispering trees. The trail's grown over, the past put to bed, but in the quiet I still see the life we could have led. The sunset burns, oh how it still scorches such. Hat fades in the dusk, and it's always too much. The last note lingers, the cowboy's silhouette framed by the dying light. His journey continues beneath the vast indigo sky, a testament to love lost and the enduring spirit of the wandering heart. In the shadow of the old, where the creek used to flow, she danced under the stars, feet bare, spirit bold. By the old wooden porch, our laughs mingled with the cold, and her scarf caught the wind, a fluttering banner of gold. Now the creek's running dry, stars all hidden by gloom. Her laughter's just an echo in an empty room. Barefoot steps turn cold as the night claims the old, leaving nothing but a whisper and the dust to hold. The trail's overgrown where we used to ride side by side, through valleys deep and mountains high under the endless sky. Now it's just me in this old saddle and the road that's grown wide. Every sunset I chase, her shadow by my side. Now the creek's running dry, stars all hidden by gloom. Her laughter's just an echo in an empty room. Barefoot steps turn cold as the night claims the old, dust to hold. Sometimes in the silence, the wind whispers her name. Across the barren meadow, it's never quite the same. A heart can travel miles, yet stay lost in a dream, held fast by the love and all that could have been. So here's to the memories under fading western lights, to the dreams that die at dawn and the lonely bitter nights. Barefoot steps turn cold, but this story's tale is told on a gravel road to nowhere, with her memory to hold. Now the creek's running dry, stars all hidden by gloom. Still her laughter's just an echo in an empty room. Out where the oak tree shadows lay long on the gravel road, I found her scarf, a splash of red against the earth we once roamed. Beneath the wide and whispering sky, where secrets softly spoke, we carved our names on the old porch wood in hearts we thought won't broke. Oh, but memory turned cold as the sun dips low, leaving shadows where once there was fire. The wind's a cruel keeper of the tales we told, and the chill grips tighter my lonesome desire. The cabin stands, but the light's long gone, like the laughter we once knew, and the trail's overgrown where we used to roam under skies of endless blue. Her gentle whisper in the breeze now just echoes through the pines. I walk these roads alone at dusk with her memory entwined. Yes, memory turn cold as the stars take hold, silent as the dust settles down. The rain washes tracks I once followed bold, now just pathways to a ghost of a town. Sometimes in the quiet I swear I hear the soft creak of that porch, her voice so near, a spectral dance, a fleeting glance of what can no longer be, an echo of the love lost slipped from me. So memory stays cold as the night grows old, and I whisper her name to the stars. The land holds tight to the love we sold, just a cowboy, his guitar and scars. Silent as the dust where our dreams fell bold, just a cowboy, his guitar and the scars. Out where the oak tree shadows lay long and lean, there's an old wooden porch where we used to dream. A scarf you left behind caught on a rusty nail. Whispers of the dust and the sweet clover trail. I can still see your smile in the blaze of the sunset on that lone gravel road where our last kiss was said. Oh, the silence called my name through the whispering wind. Your voice fades away like a ghost in the din. These rolling fields where my heart feels the same. Empty cabins moan neath the sky's crying rain. Silence called my name and I answered with tears, lost in the echo of our vanishing years. The saddle sits idle where once we rode wild, through the rivers of time love's currents beguile. Now nights are just pages of an old western tale, where laughter won't echo, now only the gale. Your footsteps in the dust have long been washed away by the rains that turned vibrant dreams to shades of gray. Oh, the silence called my name through the whispering wind. Your voice fades away like a ghost in the din. These rolling fields where my heart feels the same. Empty cabins moan neath the sky's crying rain. Silence called my name and I answered with tears, lost in the echo of our vanishing years. In the stillness of a fading trail's end, I found that every shadow bends towards the memory of those days when love was wild and time was a haze. Yes, the silence called my name in a voice so worn, like a bell toll solemnly for love that's torn. I walk these empty roads under stars' solemn gleam, where silence calls my name and I drift and dream. Here in the heartbreak where my soul remains bound forever to silence, where love's echo sustains. In the frost at dawn, by the creek so still, where the oak tree shadows danced upon the hill, your laughter wove through branches cold and bare, an echo in the wind of the love we used to share. I rode past our old wooden porch, worn and gray, where we watched the sunsets at the close of day. But now only whispers on gravel roads remain, and the oak stands silent, enduring the rain. Cold morning drifts where my heart still calls your name. Across the empty cabins, love ain't quite the same. Memories like dust drift away on the wind, but your scent, it never fades. The scarf you left still lies upon my saddle horn, faded now like the fabric of the dreams we'd sworn. The town seems quieter now you're not here. The laughter's gone, replaced by the quiet I fear. I listen for footsteps on creaky wooden floors and wonder if you'll pass through those swinging doors. But time's a thief and it's stolen you, not spared, leaving only the shadows of the love we shared. Cold morning drifts through the emptiness inside, where my heart's a cabin with the doors flung wide. Ghosts of your laughter haunt the trails I ride, under sky so wide, where my sorrows I confide. I've whispered to the stars, spilled secrets in the night, sought solace in the moon's pale waning light. But every sunrise just tightens your absence's grip. These trails I wander without you are a sinking ship. Cold morning drifts, I'm a shadow in the dawn, riding through the memories where our love once shone. The heart may move on, but this cowboy spirit knows, in the quiet of the wild lands, old love never goes. Yes, in the cold morning drifts, your memory forever glows.
Where the oak trees shadow the old gravel path, I found her scarf, the color of sunsets on a raft, by the wagon wheel where the cabins lay silent and stern. Our love was a wildfire, reckless, too wild to learn. Each creaking porch, each whispered wind held her laughter. In the hollows of my heart, echoes of what I sought after. Oh, how the wagon wheel burned smoke on the breeze, each flame a memory fading like her whispers through the trees. The dust kicks up where her boots left a mark. Now I roam alone with shadows stretching into the dark. The days turned cold as her warmth drifted away, leaving me with old saddles and skies turned to gray. We promised forever by the light of a wandering star. Now I'm tracing faded trails, chasing a whisper from afar. The rain falls on empty streets where we once danced, lost in the echoes of the future. We never chance. Oh, how the wagon wheel burns smoke on the breeze, each flame a memory fading like her whispers through the trees. The dust kicks up where her boots left a mark. Now I roam alone with shadows stretching into the dark. Under the boughs of ancient oak I lay my dreams to rest, scars of our past, deep as the canyon's crest. Learning to forgive the wind, for it whispers not her name. A lone heart wanders onward through the undying flame. Oh, how the wagon wheel burns a pyre to the past, each spark a piece of what's lost, too beautiful to last. The dust settles down where her laughter filled the air. I'm a shadow in the twilight, bound to what's no longer there. Oh, how I roam with the wheel still burning bright, cowboy lost in memories, singing to the night.
Down by the old dry river bed, where the oak trees guard the dead, I sat with dusty bones of the past. Your scarf, the one as blue as the dusk, wrapped around my flask. Oh, whiskey, listen as the wind whispered through the grass. Whiskey, listen while I couldn't say how your laughter echoes still in those hills far away. Every sip a memory, every swallow a tear dry. But in the silence of the pouring rain, it's your voice I can't find. The cabin stands on the edge of time, its porch worn with the tales entwined. I see us dancing, shadows in the flame. But now the hearth is cold like the bed where I lay my name. The gravel roads washed out, the trails overgrown. Where once we rode together, now ride alone. Whiskey, listen while I couldn't say how your laughter echoes still in those hills far away. Every sip a memory, every swallow a tear dry. But in the silence silence of the pouring rain. It's your voice I can't find. Under the white brim of night and stars, I whisper secrets to the skies. The land knows the heart scars, the truth behind the eyes. Whiskey's warmth is the ghost of your touch. In this lonely world, it's never quite enough. Whiskey listened as I tried to confess all the words buried deep in this cowboy's chest. The trail might fade under the setting sun's gold, but your memory's the warmth in the cold. Whiskey listens and the night understands that some love stories are just written in the sands.
In the valley where the cottonwoods remember, my love carved her name on a forgotten old oak. Underneath the sky's ember, we promised forever. Her shadow mingled with mine, neither of us spoke. The wind was our witness, whispering through the grass. As the sun dipped low, our love was cast. Oh, his shadow stood still on that dusty gravel road, where the echoes of her laughter once filled the air. Now I roam like a ghost in the places we once roamed. In the silence, all I find is her absence there. Years drift like tumbleweeds over old trails. The cabin by the creek stands quiet and forlorn. Her scarf still hangs on a rusty old nail, a faded fragment of the days now torn. The porch creaks under steps of solitude, where once we danced to life's sweet tune. His shadow stood still on that dusty gravel road, where the echoes of her laughter once filled the air. Now I roam like a ghost in the places we once roamed, and the wind carries whispers of a love now spared. Oh, how the rains came down like sorrow from above, washing away the tracks we made side by side. Yet in every storm I search the clouds for our lost love, hoping the raindrops speak of where her love resides. His shadow stood still, but mine's cast long and thin, on paths unwalked and sunsets growing dim. If I could ride back to where our world began, I'd tell her I still see her in every shadow, every span. Yes, his shadow world stood still as I journeyed to fulfill the promise of a love time cannot kill.
In the shade of an old oak tree, where the river bends and sighs, I found a locket, rusted gold beneath the endless skies. Engraved initials, worn and old, whisper secrets when I pry. It takes me back to dusty roads and the tears we didn't cry. Locket closed her eyes, memories inside, beneath the willows weep, where our promises lie. The wind sings her name through the prairie's embrace, in every sunset's flame I see her trace. Cabin's quiet, the porch worn with the echoes of her laugh. Gravel roads we walked along, now paths of the past. The scarf she left still smells like rain, and the dreams we dared to cast. But time pulled her away from me as shadows grew vast. The locket closed her eyes, memories inside, beneath the willows weep, where our promises lie. The wind sings her name through the prairie's embrace, in every sunset flame I see her trace. Of her hand, and the stars up above, they understand how the heart holds on, though the years may flee. In the solitude of the trail she walks with me. A locket closed her eyes, and so must I. With every dawn I try to say goodbye, but the wind sings her name, sweet and low, in the lands where the lonely cowboys go. A locket closed her eyes, never to say goodbye.
Out by the creek, under a sky so wide, where the oak trees whisper to the starlit ride, I found your scarf, a fragment in the wind, red as the sunset where our love began. Love waits in the shadow of the old porch swing, in every dust-kicked trail and the songs we'd sing. Rust on the saddle, rains on the plains. Love waits, but it's never quite the same. Rode past the cabin where we once lay low, now it's just the bones where the cold winds blow. Gravel roads where your laughter filled the air, now just a silence that I can't bear.
shadow of the old porch swing, in every dust-kicked trail and the songs we'd sing. Rust on the saddle, rains on the plains, love waits, but it's never quite the same. And under wide open skies, I reckon my heartache seen by stars that watched us dream once across these fields so green. Time's endless rider, it never heeds a plea, yet in its ruthless travel brings your memory back to me. Love waits in the silence of the fading trails, in the echoes of a song that the nightingale wails. Dust settles slow as my heart learns to roam. Love waits forever in this heart, your home. Down by Harbor's Creek, where the old oaks grow, we carved our names in the heart of a dusty road. Sunset threw gold across your hair. The world was ours and time just air. But the creek, it watched me leave. Oh, the creek watched me leave, under a sky bleeding red, melancholy dreams. With my heart in your scarf, tied around your sleeve, you stayed with the oaks and the creek watched me leave. The rain has washed away our dusty road. The cabin's empty where our laughter once flowed. Old porch swings creak with ghosts of us, riding the wind. Whispered stories turn to dust. Still the creek, it watched me leave. Oh, the creek watched me leave, under a sky bleeding red, melancholy dreams. With my heart left in that scarf, now a tattered weed. You stayed with the oaks and the creek watched me leave. Now I roam gravel roads under moon's quiet siege. Each star teardrop, the night sky silent grief. Love's like the river stone, smooth over time, but some edges cut deep in the creek's soft rhyme. Yes, the creek watched me leave, whispering to the wind about love and thieves. In its waters, my reflection briefly cleaves. Part of me stayed while the creek watched me leave, with the echoes of hoofbeats forever to grieve. You stayed with the oaks and the creek, it watched me leave.
in the shadow of the oak, where the wild horses drank, by the riverside, where our love first sang. Your scarfed dance with the autumn breeze on that old porch swing. We were wild, we were free. A lonely fire sank with the sun in your eyes. It burns through the night where my lone heart lies. Gravel roads whisper your name under moonlit skies. Every trail fades, but the memory never dies. The cabin stands empty where laughter used to reign. Windows stare blank through the dust and the rain. The saddle's untouched since you rode out at dawn, leaving echoes in hallways where our melodies were born. Lonely fire sank with the sun in your eyes. It burns through the night where my lone heart lies. Gravel roads whisper your name under moonlit skies. Every trail fades, but the memory never dies. Now I roam through the twilight under starlit cloaks, finding solace in the silence, blowing smoke through the oaks. These hills hold secrets in their folds. I confide my regrets and my whispers with no place left to hide. Lonely fire sank with the sun in your eyes. Each ember a tale of hello and goodbye. As the darkness draws near and the cold settles in, your memory's a ghost, skin to skin I can. Oh, lonely fire sank, and here I still lie on this endless trail under timeless night sky. Out where the wild oak whispers to the wind, I found an old locket rusted thin. Inside a curl of golden hair, haunted eyes, a sunlit stare. That lock of hair like prairie wheat, underneath the oak our secret need. Oh, rusty locket, you hold her smile, locked away, lost in time for a while. Beneath these endless, aching skies, every sunset her whisper replies. Heart worn, torn by wind and weather, rusty locket, we're still together. Years roll like thunder across these plains, footprints faded by summer rains. Used to ride by our daddy's farm, now there's nothing but an old empty barn. The porch where we danced is worn but stands. I still feel the touch of her vanished hands. Oh, rusty locket, you hold her smile, locked away, lost in time for a while. Across these wild lands, through dust and dew, lone trails I follow, thinking of you. Heart worn, torn by
rusty locket, we're still together. Sometimes the night's so quiet it's profound. Gravel roads whispering without a sound. Beneath the stars I reckon what's lost, echoes of laughter, the unbearable cost. In every shadow, in each line I roam, I find pieces of you calling me home. Oh, rusty locket, cradle her dreams. In the folds of your metal our love still gleams. But the trails grow longer as do the years, and memories fade, not the tears. Hard worn, torn by wind and weather, rusty locket, bind us forever. In the silence of the dusk, with the last light I see, rusty locket, part of you will always be with me. In the shadow of the oak, where the wild rivers bend, lies a memory of you in the whispers of the wind. Your scarf still blue as the wide open sky flutters silent on the porch where we once watched days die. And the ghosts listen as I called out your name through the crackle of leaves and the soft falling rain. In the heart of the night, under stars we once knew, the echo of your laughter and the silence that grew. Now the trail's overgrown, where we rode side by side, empty cabins, hollow roads, where our promises died. That old saddle sits untouched, collecting dust and decay, like the love we left behind, fading more every day. The ghosts listen as I whispered goodbye to the dreams we had sown on that vast prairie sky. Now the wind speaks your name with a sorrowful sigh, in the places we wandered where my lone heart still lies. By the light of a fire, with the cold in my bones, I see your face in the flames, hear the soft undertone of a song we once sang. Now a lonesome sound, it's the trail I walk alone, where my hope is earthbound. Yes, the ghosts listen as I cry through the night, holding shadows close in the fading firelight. But the rivers keep flowing like the tears that I've shed, and the ghost of what was never leaves my head. In the whisper of the oak, under starlight so grand, you're a memory that lingers in the ghost-ridden land. With each sunset that bleeds over mountains so vast, I'm a cowboy who wanders, tethered still to the past. There's an old flannel shirt in the bottom drawer, weathered and worn like the soul it wore through the whispering oaks near the creek it knew, beneath the vast restless skies of blue. I can still see her there, laughing wild and free in that sunset glow forever etched in me. Flannel shirt whispers soft and low, they sing of a love lost long ago. Under wide western skies I roam apart, with the echoes of her laughter haunting my heart. Once we dreamed on a dusty gravel road, plans like the wildflowers around us sowed, but seasons turned from gold to gray, and that storm rolled in, took her far away. Now the porch swings empty, the cabin's cold, with only memories for me to hold. Flannel shirt whispers soft and low, they sing of a love lost long ago. Under wide western skies I roam apart, with the echoes of her laughter haunting my heart. I roam these hills like a shadow in the rain, each drop a syllable spelling out her name. Maybe in the rustle of the leaves or the wind's sad song is where the heart of a wandering man belongs. Flannel shirt whispers, an old refrain, echoing through the pines like a sweet, soft pain. I'll ride these trails where the wild winds dart, with her whispers wrapped tight around my heart. Flannel shirt whispers never let me go. In the silence of the night, they're the only love I know. Underneath the pine, where the sky lays claim, we carved our names, the wind speaks them still. By that old creek bend, where the water ran, you laughed so free, your scarf caught in the chill. Oh, how that pine tree sang, roots deep in the past, where our echoes lay on the summer's breath. Now I ride through whispers of the grass, haunted by the sunset's crimson death. Years fell away like leaves from the oak. Our cabin stands, but it's the shadows that dwell. I pass by trails where our laughter spoke, not just dusty roads with tales they yearn to tell. Oh, how that pine tree sang, roots lost in sorrow, holding the weight where my heart once lay. Each passing day borrows from tomorrow, yet still I roam where you had dreams free. On that old porch, the wood worn by time, I see us dancing, shadows in promises to our prime now just flickers, light in the pain. Oh, how that pine tree sang under weight of skies. Love's deep imprint on the earth we trod. I whisper goodbye as another sunset dies. In the lonely vast, I talk to God, where the heart finds its rest beneath the sod. Out by lonely hill where the oak tree stands, I carved our names in the bark with these weathered hands. We watch sunsets paint the sky, just you and me. In that old cabin shadow, we were wild, we were free. Oh, lonely hill, you hold my heart in your rugged ground, where we ran through dreams with no one else around. Now the wind whispers through the grass, a soft, mournful sound. Lonely hill, where my love, oh, she died young. Seasons turned and the frost came to claim the land. Your scarf's still in my pocket, but there's no warmth in my hand. That gravel road we wandered, now overgrown, leads back to an empty porch where memories moan. Oh, lonely hill, you hold my heart in your rugged ground, where we ran through dreams with no one else around. The oak tree stands silent under stars that still astound. Lonely hill, where my love, oh, she died young. Underneath that vast prairie sky, I hear her call. In the rustle of the leaves, in the autumn's gentle paw, riding trails now fading, where our laughter once rang tall. Her echo in the canyon, a haunting loving throe. Oh, lonely hill, you cradle dreams that never age, bound by the promise of a dusty bygone stage. My heart lies buried neath your sage. Lonely hill, where my love forever young, on this old page. So I'll sing to the stars above the quiet earth, a ballad for a ghost and the love she gave birth. Every whisper in the wind, every tear has its worth. On lonely hill, where love died young and found its rebirth.